lovely people. It's Crystal, and it is the birthday person. Okay, it's my birthday weekend. I will be the big 50 tomorrow, and my husband Richard is here, and we are on our way to Grandover Resort. We've never stayed there before, so he's treating me there for my B-day. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys along, and hopefully you'll enjoy my big 50 B-day with me. Grandover is located in Greensboro, North Carolina. It offers 36 holes of championship golf, a luxurious day spa, tennis, overnight accommodations, 3 bars, 2 restaurants, an art gallery, live entertainment, indoor, outdoor pool, conference center, and event venues. They also, in accommodations, offer 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom suites. Special occasions and weddings also happen here at Grandover, and there is real estate also here where people have homes around the resort.
Turn right into the parking lot, then arrive at your destination.
What number did you say we were?
906.
All right, so really pretty. I like the furnishings. Yeah, we are funny. When we go out and stay overnight somewhere, it needs to be at least as nice as our house or better, or it's no point. Okay, really pretty. It's pretty. You got a full-length mirror. Hey, people. It's the birthday girl. Oh. Bathroom. Pretty. I love the lit mirror. Yeah. Okay. Got your little trial and travel. Okay. Richard and Crystal in the picture. All right. Shower. Let's turn the light on. Okay, what we got in this closet, honey? We got some robes. One for me. And one for you. Okay. I'm in the room, and there is a Jessica and Joseph 5/20/2023 bag. Somebody that got married, right? We're like, why is this bag in here? So apparently we called the desk, and the bellman put these, they have a wedding here today, so he put these bags in the rooms that were allotted for the wedding. So this got put in our room by accident. So I told the lady, I said, oh, okay, I understand. I'm keeping the snacks. Look at that. Look at that. We get favor. Favor just follows us. I need these cheeses. I'm hungry now. Fruit snacks. Yeah, we keeping the snacks. Oh, they gonna give them some Advil. I guess they think they gonna get drunk and be hung over. What are these? Little Rocher, little candies, little chocolates. What's that? Drip drop hydration relief. Oh, they think they gonna get drunk. They think they gonna get drunk. We're sitting here munching on these crackers. Such a pretty view. I gotta show y'all the view. So pretty. They is dead serious about their golfing. Okay. They are not playing. All right. They out here today. All right, so we're going to get ready for dinner. I'm gonna get dressed, and yeah, I need to do something to my nails because they looking just absolutely terrible. Okay, now let y'all see my outfit. All right, now you're taking your lovely wife to dinner. Where are we going, lover?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
How you don't know? Well, who did you make a reservation with?
Well, the chop house, and they're gonna chop us it.
They're going to chop us. I hope not. All right, lovely people. It is a Sunday morning. It's officially
your birthday.
So last night, Richard decided to fabricate going to dinner in order to get me back to the house where they had a birthday party for me. So I really didn't get hardly any footage because I was kind of thrown off. I didn't know that's what we were doing, but I had a great time, and I got gifts and I got money and some other stuff. So that's all that matters. No, it's really not. No, I had fun, and I appreciate my little bug thinking about me and taking the time out of his busy schedule to make sure he had another birthday party. That's the second surprise birthday party Richard has pulled off for his lovely wife.
Okay, man.
All right, so we're about to go to breakfast. All right, so what did you get, Richard? Richard got them to make him a waffle, and where's your omelet?
Right here, a veggie omelet.
Okay, let's see. We got veggie omelet. Y'all, this bird was at the window by the table, and he was like, "I know you did not invite me to breakfast, Richard." He was pissed off. It's acrylic on metal. It looks so 3D and three-dimensional, doesn't it? That is so pretty. Look at the birds. That's so pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Who is this? She's a furniture designer. And this is Mia. This person right here. So pretty. Oh, look at that one. This one right here is what I like. That's pretty. Richard, are you enjoying your Sunday morning with your lovely wife?
No, but I am.
Really? Oh my gosh. Look what I have to deal with, y'all. Oh, look at that one. Oh, look at this. Look at the lady. Look at that one. Okay, that's paper. Wow. Look at that. That is... This is acoustic on board. Okay, now that just looks like... that would be scripted. Sorry. This one is paper and acrylic on paper. This one right here. That one's pretty. That one's pretty too. This is Bridget Martin. She's a Charlotte artist. That's pretty. Okay, this is on metal. This one is acrylic on metal. That is so pretty. Look at that. That is nice. Look at this one. That is so gorgeous. Did y'all hear that? All right, we are back in the room, lovely people, and we're going to talk about what would you tell your 20-year-old self, your 30-year-old self, and your 40-year-old self. Since I'm 50. Richard, what would you tell your 20-year-old self?
Oh, how to invest money and use your time very wisely and watch what you spend or what you spend it on. Do you want to spend your time? You want nice things, but can you adequate the time that you have to get it back? Ways to making income without having to spend all your time. That would be my...
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's profound. I think for my 20-year-old self, I would probably say don't lose the fearlessness. I think as I've gotten older, sometimes as you get older, you should get wiser, right? because you learn life lessons. But I think sometimes the fearlessness of my younger years, I would like some of that back, because I feel like I would do things or try things more than I would necessarily now. I feel like when I started daycare, I was just like, my sister started daycare and I was like, I'm gonna do that too. It's just like, what? Now, I guess for me now in this age, I gotta count the cost, and I gotta count what it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me go do that. You know, I don't know. Maybe might be overthinking that. What would you tell your 30-year-old self? What was you doing in your 30s? He wasn't with the crystal.
No, I was in the 30s. I was in in my 30s I was trying to do everything I wanted to accomplish at that time. I wanted to learn how to drive trucks, which I learned that. I wanted to do that. Everything that I wanted to do, I basically did. So I wouldn't 30. It was just like 30s was pretty good, because you kind of mindset of your long term. I always been a long term. I always didn't think short term. I always thought long term. What is going to be the outcome of the long term situation? And how could I, am I going to enjoy this long term? And that's why when I buy my vehicles, I always think of long term. Anything I do, I think of long term.
30s. Let's see what was going on in the 30s. Let's see. I think in my 30s, oh Lord, in my 30s, well, towards the late 30s, I had a lot going on in the late 30s, I do believe, because I think my mom my sister had died. She died in 05, November of 05.
My sister, she passed when I was in my 30s.
What year did she pass?
I forget, I think 2010, so on.
Okay. My sister passed in 05, so that was definitely in my 30s. So she passed in November of 05. My mom passed in February of 07. So definitely I would say for the 30s, what would I say? I would definitely probably say, don't get caught up in your emotions. It will be okay. Because I feel like in my 30s, sometimes folks have me twisted with my emotions, I think you can, when you're 30 or not just 30s, but the decade of 30 to 40, I feel like in that age, even though we both had children in our younger years, I think it made a difference in how we respond to things now, because we're older, and at that time, my kids were freaking grown. They were darn near grown adults, just about, So it's like they were like in they early 20s, they were older,
That's told me
crazy.
last night she'll be 30. She'll be 35 this year.
That's crazy. So it's like in that age bracket, a lot was going on. But I do feel like I would definitely tell myself to, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. You are going to get through it. And what would you tell your 40-year-old self?
40-year-old self is trying to have, like, when you get in your 40s and start to get, you kind of revert back to your 20s.
I didn't do that.
I mean, for men, because that's when you want to start getting, that's when you want your sports cars, and you want to get your motorcycles. I ain't even got my motorcycle yet. That's next year project.
I don't want no darn motorcycle. I want one of them things with the 3 wheels. It's got the one big wheel in the back.
That's what you, Crystal. We get you one of them, but for me,
I ain't getting on no crotch rocket.
You
ain't dumping me off.
I'm gonna get me a Harley.
I don't want no crotch rocket.
No, car park can have you bent over. There's a one little cat that I'm working with now. He was out. He said he's just starting to ride, so he got him a Suzuki 600. Now he's gonna go up to a Suzuki 1000. And he was just talking about how heavy the bikes are.
Nope.
And I was like, I don't want no street bike. I mean, I want me a cruiser. I want me a motorcycle. I mean, I ain't talking about no. I ain't out here trying to race nobody. Look out, you talking about racing somebody now. You in my Mercedes now, that's different. And you want a little piece of the action of the AMG, I'm going to give you a little piece of action. Switch that thing to manual, and I'm going to show you what that little thing can do.
It ain't little though. Talk the way he talking about. Oh gosh, we were supposed to be going to this restaurant that's in the next city over for Mother's Day, Friday night. This place called Out West. I love Out West. Their food is delicious. Anyway, so Richard, we got there in 6 minutes. It's not a 6-minute drive, okay? Amber was behind us in her, what's she have? She has a Jeep. She was like, he left me. Amber was not even trying to keep up. I was just like, okay. I needed the little seat hugger things, the little seat thing come on and hug you when you driving fast. Like, okay, Richard. Sometimes when people driving fast, especially Richard, I put my head down. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see what you're doing. Now, what would I tell what would you tell that was you. That was your 40-year-old self. What would I tell my 40-year-old self? What would I tell my I don't know. What would I tell my 40-year-old self? I'd probably tell my 40-year-old self, watch out. There's going to be this silver-tongued gentleman that's going to try to come and get in your drawers. Beware. Wow, no.
Not in the drawers.
She tried to get in my good nights, y'all.
I try to get in your mind first. I try to tickle your mind and play with that first. Because if you get somebody by the mind, you got it. They'll be thinking about you in the daylight with the flashlight. I mean, with the bright flashlight.
Did he just really say, he talking about me? Did he just really say that? He done told y'all the whole down low. Wow. All right, lovely people. We will catch y'all in a bit.
Yeah, in a bit.
All right, so we are at this place called Bourbon Bowl. And Richard is drinking a Bailey's? Irish coffee. And he's got these big pretzels. And we're going to do some mimosas. All right, now my lover is taking me to my birthday dinner. Yeah. We're going to Ruth Chris. All right, lovely people, we wanted to come on and close out the birthday vlog. It's actually Saturday, the next Saturday. Yeah, I know. We didn't come back on and let you all know about Ruth Chris, but we want to tell you about it now. What did you think about Ruth Chris, Richard, since it was our first time dining there?
The Ruth Chris, it was overly priced for the. And I don't mind spending money for good quality food and atmosphere and good service. But with that being said, we're gonna go into the video now, and I'll tell you the reason why I don't feel too hot about Ruth Chris. Number one is the service, and the wife will get into telling you about, and then the overall experience of when you walk into a restaurant of like saying, "Ooh, this is nice." I didn't get that. Now, when I pulled up to the restaurant, I thought it was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a nice experience." Did you not?
Well, I didn't. It's actually in a corporate office building, so that was fine. Didn't have a problem with that. Very high ceilings. One thing that wasn't pleasant was that the air was on and Richard was freezing the entire time. Like the air was blowing on top of his head, so he was actually very cold. We could have possibly said something about it, however we didn't. We ended up switching seats. Were you more comfortable once we switched seats and I was sitting under the vent?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Because I didn't feel it because I had hair. So
By
I
that
was
time,
okay.
my appetite was gone. Then I was already in.
He was already in frost mode. Now, when we talk about what I got the steak and lobster. It was actually $70 for my dish. It came with garlic mashed potatoes, or I chose garlic mashed potatoes. I do believe I got a salad. And what else did it come with?
A dessert.
Oh, it came with a little round cheesecake with fruit on the side. Okay, I forgot about that. My dish was $70. Now, let's talk about the lobster. I like to boil my lobster. I think they may have put my lobster on the grill, so my lobster had somewhat of a little firm taste about it. I wasn't really feeling that, I'm gonna be honest. For that,
and it could be that they might have set the food now, because I think the main thing I thought was the server dropped the ball on a lot.
He wasn't
things.
attentive, and he wasn't. He wasn't noticing things.
And the food set up on a heat lamp.
They have their plates very, very heat hot. So you got to think, if the plates are very heat hot, if you don't immediately take the food out, especially with it being a steak, it could potentially continue to cook the food. Okay,
and that's
not a problem if the food gets immediately ran to the table. As far as the server goes, he was a little lost in the sauce. One time he walked away from the table and was scratching his head because he was forgetting stuff. He forgot to give us straws. He took about 15 to 20 minutes to come back to the table to put our order in. We had an 8:15 reservation, restaurant closed at 9 o'clock. I wasn't feeling that. The next thing was we had to tell him that we wanted more tea. We had to remind him that we wanted straws. I wasn't feeling that at all. And I wasn't clear.
About the ketchup too.
I had to remind him the ketchup because I like ketchup on my steak. Don't judge me, judge your mama, okay? Yeah. I like ketchup on my steak. And when Richard makes the steak at home, it's not necessarily something that I need. But I needed it.
Yeah, we actually needed that. The lamb chops, when I cooked, I had it cooked medium. The ends come out kind of burnt, and it just let me know that they was, I don't know if they was kind of rushing the food through because the restaurant closed at 9. We got there.
Or it could have been the delay in him putting in the actual order. Because if we had an 8:15 reservation, we were on time. Okay. We also got a appetizer, which was 5 stuffed mushrooms. Now, this is just a palate taste thing for me. I prefer stuffed mushrooms at Longhorn over their stuffed mushrooms. That's not saying there was anything wrong with the stuffed mushrooms. It was just, I like this style of stuffed mushrooms better than this location over here. When I compare in my mind the price point versus value, I feel like a restaurant that we like to go to, that's a local restaurant, which is called Out West, phenomenal service, phenomenal food, absolutely every time. It's lower. It's priced lower, and you're getting just as good a food or better. I promise you.
Because the service is going to be A1 when you go to Out West. The ambiance when you walk into the restaurant is going to be a whole lot better. Not to say that. See, I'm a critic. I'm looking at your carpet when I go in. I'm my nose. If your carpet is not clean, I'm gonna tell you, that'd be the first thing. If it's worn out, I mean, when you paying
$60 and $70 a plate, like, I'm gonna need all your stuff to be on point.
Yeah.
That's per person. That's not total bill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your stuff to be on point. I'm gonna need you to be right. Okay. Yeah. Now, we'll say with their sides, they are kind of like Fleming's, to where when you get garlic mashed potatoes, it's enough in a bowl for both of us to eat the garlic mashed potatoes. Whatever, I don't care nothing about that.
Quantity is fine, but when I say about the quality, when you serving lamb chops, you don't want to be serving lamb chops with fat on it. You just don't.
I'm not a lamb chop eater, so I can't really speak on that. But that was something that when he gets the lollipop lamb chops at Out West,
you get 6 to 8 lollipops and there's no fat nowhere. You when you eat it down to the bone.
He really does every time he eats it down to the bone.
So it's like, That's to me, Fleming's they get a grade from us.
Oh, no, not Fleming's.
I mean, not Fleming's, but Ruth Chris, they get a grade from us.
What's your grade?
It was C-.
He gives him C-. I'm probably going to give him a C. I would probably give him a C because when we go to a restaurant and we like to try new restaurants, we'll be like, if we like a place, we're going to be like, oh, I can't wait till we go back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we definitely going back.
This is what happened with Out West. We went that Saturday and we turned around and went back that Sunday. So that was that. And because the server, she was
so attentive and personable. And she was pregnant. But she ain't miss a beat. You know why? Because this is the thing.
That's just like the place we just ate at, the breakfast place. She was attentive. She was on point. I mean, to me, that makes your where you go out to eat at a pleasurable place to go eat. And you would tell somebody.
Because you're paying for service. This is the thing. I waited tables all throughout high school.
And I waited.
And I have a level of expectation with when we go somewhere and we're actually served. We're excellent tippers. And because we know what it's like to wait tables. And those people are not making any money. If you don't leave them a tip, they're not making any money. Okay,
don't assume because you pay
don't just
prices
assume because don't assume
that they're gonna make that money.
No, they're not.
They gonna make that money off of you.
Yeah,
your experience with them.
So with that being said, it's a service and a money exchange going on. I expect my service to be just that. When you want to go and you want to sit down and you want someone to wait on you and bring your food, you're going because that's what you want. Otherwise, you could just get your food to go, So I feel like there's a responsibility on the other side of making sure that I don't have to tell you I want tea. You should see I need tea. Yeah, if my glass is half empty, you need to be bringing me some fresh tea because it was ice in there and it got watery. You need to bring me some more tea. That's why I think, and that's how most quality servers are. But he was off his game. Maybe that wasn't his night, and so I'm going to definitely get him a C because of that and the value of the price versus the food. When we go to Out West, my plate is typically anywhere from $30 to $38, but it's worth every penny.
Yeah, I might even for the lollipops, I think I might like $40, $48.
It's worth every penny. It's worth every penny. And he always have food left over. That's another thing. We always get like the crab dip appetizer. We always have food left over. We always get dessert that's freshly made by one lady.
And I can't eat all my lollipops, lamb chops.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Ruth Chris. That's our score for today.
You tune in.
Will we go back?
I'm gonna have to go back and at least. I
don't know about that.
I'm gonna have to go back. I'm not gonna get the lamb chops when I go back. I'll get something else.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
I gotta go back and just see if it was just a service or was, I go at an earlier, because they only open from 5. They only open from 5 to 9.
4 to 9.
Oh,
I think it's 4 to 9 or something like that. So that lets you know.
They're not.
They ain't open all day. They we don't have to be at $70 a plate. Okay? There's no need.
It's supposed to be a very, that's somewhere you want to, it was her 50th birthday and I wanted to take her. We just wanted
it to be something special. Let's do something different. So go somewhere we never been. But we could have went to Out West.
And
and we would save some bread.
That's where we go out to eat most of the time. I want a different experience. What's special for a different occasion?
If it ain't broke, don't
for a special
fix
occasion,
it.
For a special occasion, you want to take your. Listen, guys, don't get into a routine thing thinking that. Switch it up sometimes. Just like this morning. I'm always a first watch breakfast person, but.
I ain't no
Red
fan
Cardinals.
Of,
Red Cardinals got
me. I ain't no fan of first
Red
watch.
Cardinals. I would go to Red Cardinals before I go to first watch.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah.
But first watch got good food too. Now I might have to just take that on my own.
Opinion.
Now I have to take that on my own. I'll just go to first watch by myself and take my little toot with me.
Charity. What charity got to do with it?
I take Toot or Harmony or one of the granddaughters. They would
Think about
enjoy
chopped
it.
liver or something.
You know. No, you just said you didn't like fresh
It
garlic.
it ain't my top pick, man.
Yeah. So that's what it's gonna have to be a brunch date with one of them three, you know. But other than that, you know, y'all stay with us and we're gonna take you places that your palate has never been, and we're gonna let you know how it is. You know, as far as seafood is, I think that's more down her alley. She can let you know what a lobster and all that stuff supposed to taste like.
I like lobster. He likes he's more of the fish eater. I'm not more the shellfish eater.
Yeah, and we get into some grilled tuna. I mean, you know, that grilled tuna steaks. That was good. What's the other little spot we like to get? That seafood place over there by Four Seasons. Bonefish? Is that Bonefish grilled?
Yeah, Bonefish. I think I only like to go to them when they got my special, which is a seasonal item.
If you want some good food, good fresh seafood, fresh water seafood, go to Bonefish.
I don't know about that.
That's good eating.
It's only about one dish there I want.
Let's see.
And it's a seasonal item, so I don't agree with that.
Yeah, let's see.
It comes and then it be gone and then I don't want to eat there no more.
No, she talking about this something lagoon. What is that?
Like a crab ragoon type. Was it a salmon dish?
Yeah.
It's
And
salmon and it's got this crab ragoon type sauce on top of it and rice, and it's got like a sweet kind of spicy kind of.
It's good. Well, tune in.
All right, we're gonna end the vlog. I hope you all enjoyed my birthday weekend vlog celebration.
Yeah,
The big 5-0.
She's finally in the 50 club now.
I'm in the 50 club.
I'm not robbing the cradle too bad, you know. Oh.